Howdy, y'alls. I've been working on those Chinese bagpipes, and boy, they're giving me lots of trouble. The thing is, they're pitching so low, and my drone reeds are kind of out of date, so they're not cooperating. That's just normal stuff, anyway. So, but I almost got the Chanter tuned to almost playable. Now, for novice pipers, when you start out, when you start learning how to do your own hemping and stuff like that, use cobbler's wax. Look it up online, because I don't have mine here handy. It melts really easy. It's kind of tacky. Use it to anchor the first couple of wraps of your hemp on your tuning pins, because tonight I almost had the top base joint came undone from the tenon, and I almost got that stuck. And I have to tell you, when I was at Ventura competing, kinda, I don't know, it was probably like my first or second time ever there, on my sulci pipes. Well, I was using regular, fluffy, non-waxed hemp, because I thought it looked pretty. And I didn't know about anchoring my pins or cobbler's wax. So I was noodling around with my stuff, and I still had my extensions for the drone reeds in. And, the hemp came undone from the tenon. And I couldn't get my drones apart. And there's another piper, his name's Daryl. And I begged him for help. I'm a new guy. Nobody knew me. So he's walking down in the aisle. I was like, hello, I need your help. Thank you. You know, most people are generally pretty good people when people are good people when you give them a chance to be good people. Well, he grabbed one side, one of the middle joint of my bass drone, and I grabbed the top joint, or sticks, or whatever you want to call them. Excuse me. And we got it apart, but from what I've been told, they can get so stuck that it would take 2 pickup trucks to pull them apart. Okay. Bagpiping legend. Okay. Well, we got them apart, and then I learned about using cobbler's wax to anchor the first couple of wraps of your hemp. So that's one thing. The next thing is, because I'm using older reeds, or drone reeds, some of them are kind of being grumpy. I'm almost ready to play these pipes for you guys. The thing is, I'm not an ultra perfectionist, so the tuning might be a little wonky on a couple notes, because I have my Chanter reed out as far as I can get it, and I have tape on every single note except for the very bottom tone hole, which would be it's the one at the very bottom, the one that you don't tape. I don't have tape on that one. But on this Chanter, I have tape on almost every hole. Like that. Can you see that? And E on this Chanter, I tried doing the tape on the bottom, or on the top, because I could not get E To me, now, I'm not a traditional piper, but to me, an E is supposed to be piercing, and it's supposed to unify with the drones. And this is just what I know of. And P Brock G is supposed to be sound almost like a baby crying. It's supposed to feel emotional. Open D is rock and roll E on the guitar, so it's kind of emulates that. It's really got a strong harmonic. And then let's see, A. Then you got B. B is kind of a discordant sound. The thing is, these notes with the drones, if the drones are right and the pitch is right, they all work with each other. And then you have low A and low G. And low A is your tuning note, or high A is your tuning note for your things. But if you have a wonky chanter like this, you know, there isn't probably going to be, if you're a new piper, there isn't going to be anybody that's going to help you with this, I don't think. Because they're going to try to steer you in the direction of piping correctly instead of like me. And which is okay. I'm not self-conscious about it. Sort of. Now, these pipes, would I go to a Highland Games and play these pipes? Not unless I was feeling incredibly brave. Would I compete with these pipes? No way on heaven's green earth would I try to compete with these, because 3 notes into the tune, the judge would kick me off the table, or the wood, or the boards. Judge would kick me off the boards, because the sound of these pipes would be so different for them. And most judges I've only ever met once. There's only a couple judges I've met 2 or 3 times. And they would probably let me go through the tune and then either tell me not to come back, or if I had everything perfect, I mean beyond perfect, all of my grace notes on time, all of my D throws on time, perfect D throws, I don't know what the note is. It's like a tumbling down grip. I don't know what that's called. It's in cattle gathering. It's a... Let's see. Sorry. I forgot about the microphone. I don't know what that note's called. Or that movement. So anyway, I just cranked out everybody's ears. Sorry. Merry Christmas. At least you'll be able to sleep tomorrow when the neighbor starts their car. Okay. But I don't know what that's called. So this chanter, I mean, the tone's pretty bad despite the fact that it's got so much tape on it. And E, I couldn't get it to work from the top. I couldn't... There's something wrong with the way it is. And so what I did, and I've done this before on another one, and somebody asked me, and I said, well, I couldn't get it to sound right. I couldn't get it to sound like a Scottish bowman shooting piercing a Englishman through the heart, okay? Not the Englishman screaming like a little girl. That's not, no. It's a pew sound, you know. There's a piercing sound to it. Kind of like the fifes. It's E. I don't know how to explain it. So, anyway, get creative. I mean, don't follow my path. It's long, it's boring. My hemp came undone. So now, but here's my saving grace for this whole thing today. This raggedy knot that I spent an hour on sitting on the couch and my cats are going, "Are you okay?" You know, staring at me. Well, I was all stressed out about this red hemp. Okay, I don't know where I'm going to find some more red hemp. This specific color. It's almost rust color. It's a really rich red. I just cannot describe it. So I had to keep that. So, but anyway, the saving grace for these pipes today, I'm not trying to bait you guys along. I'm just telling you this is what I've had to do. I've got one drone reed that it's trying to double tone at full pressure. Oh, it's got a warble wobble, and the rubber on the drone reed is starting to oxidize, so it's losing tension. So what I think is happening with that is because it doesn't have the correct tension to hold the blade, the reed is failing. And this reed's probably from 2005. So the saving grace is, and I didn't even think, it's a good thing I didn't throw this away. I have hemp. I have red hemp, see? So now I can take that yellow hemp off, put it on my spares roll, which is, some of you guys might like this. Where is it? Well, oh, here it is, because I used up the hemp. Now, some of you guys are going to cry with joy for this. This is a drone stock for some Pakistani parlor pipes, okay? So what I do is I have found a good use for this. Because I'm thrifty, what I do when I have hemp that's still good, not rotted or anything like that, I have this drone stock and I go like this. Dun-ta-da. That's kind of a poor example. I use this as my bobbin or bobbin. Thimble's the only way you push it on your finger to stop a needle from going through your finger when you're sewing stuff. So there, I found a good use for Pakistani parlor pipe, but I wouldn't recommend going on eBay and paying $135 for this. Okay, just that. And well, if you do, don't tell anybody, because they're gonna look at you like I'm looking at you now, kind of like that. Oh, really? Look. So anyway, they're proving to be these Chinese drones are proving to be not a major challenge and not an impossible challenge, because I've almost got them tuned. I'm still working out this Chanter reed, and it's still a little bit too dry. I live in northern Utah, okay, so the humidity here is way super low. And then I've got the reed out on the seat. As far as I can go, the reed still has to be able have firm enough connection to the Chanter to be able to communicate with the Chanter. Otherwise, the reed won't, in my opinion, the reed won't stabilize, and it'll be really hard to tune, because the reed's going to be doing whatever it wants because the hemp is too loose. So even if I use fluffy hemp, which is what I'm going to call it, after I wrap any reed or anything like that, I take my wax and I do a layer of wax on the outside. And don't forget the cobbler's wax. So, mouth blown, this Chanter doesn't really approximate the way it sounds with the drones on the bag. I don't know what the term is for that. On the bag. So, this is the best I can get it to do for now, And I'm still working on the tuning. I'll just put it that way. I'm not doing any carving at all. This chanter in a B flat setup would be just fine with almost zero carving. So I'm not going to screw this up, especially since I put the Art Deco sole on it, and it's glued on, so I'm stuck with it. And it doesn't, the base of the chanter, the cone, the base of the cone is not obstructed. So that's not a problem there. I almost did taped these two tone holes, but that just made everything else sound worse. So anyway, this is as far as I've gotten with the chanter mouth blown. But that doesn't mean that's what it sounds like in the pipes. I don't know how to explain it, because there's nothing special about these pipes as far as their behavior. They're bagpipes. They're drones. They do what drones do under the same circumstance. So, anyway, this is my tuning so far. Dun, dun, dun. I'm moving this farther away. That's a microphone. Because it's right next to my leg. With my practice pipes and stuff, my drones broadcast down here and over here. Pretty much. So, I had that for a different setup. Let me turn this a little bit. I've been told that people can barely hear me on that one. So, here we go. And this chanter's heavy, by the way. I could throw it at somebody and it would hurt them. I would never throw this chanter, period. Definitely not the outcome I wanted. So, to me, this sounds like it should be ready to plug in. But because it's still dry, and I'm overblowing it a little bit, so, but the reed's still good. I haven't shaved it. I'm not going to shave this reed. I said in another video that I wasn't going to shave this reed, because this reed is really good. And it's going to sound crazy to non-piper people. But when you get a really good reed, you try to save it. And you don't use it until you absolutely have to. Now, I don't buy enough reeds to throw away like a 75-cent spark plug for my GMC pickup truck, which is what I would normally do. I don't think anything of it. This spark plug, it's almost bad, or as bad as the rest of the plugs in the truck, so I throw it away. The Chanter reeds, when you get a really good one, oh my gosh, you almost want to give it a funeral when it finally dies, because when it's right, it's right. So, okay, I'm weirding you guys out with the talking about Chanter reeds. So, that's the basic scale. It's got really broad tone, even with all this tape on it. It doesn't sound muted or stuffed. There's a couple notes that are wonky, but E. I couldn't get E to play right, so I taped it from the bottom and it fixed it, but now I can't get my rock and roll E from D because the tape goes over it partly and I'm too lazy to cut it. Okay? The tape. it's hard to do my burls up here. So it sounds fine. Put it in here and frustrating. Hopefully tomorrow, after I get my stitches out, I was confused, kerfuddled. I thought I was supposed to get my stitches out today, which I was kind of excited about, and no go. So that was my fault, because my appointment card is tomorrow. And my neighbor says, oh, it's not going to hurt or anything. They just pull the stitches out. Well, I've never had stitches pulled out before, so I don't know. Maybe he's brain dead. I'm not going to say which neighbor because I like my neighbor. He's going to borrow my lawnmower tomorrow and mow my lawn so that he can mow his lawn. And I'm going to let him use my gas so it doesn't go sour because I can't cheat. This is my boot of shame. I can't cheat with this boot of shame on because I got the stitches and I am not going to mess up these stitches. I've been totally a good boy, but I'm going crazy. So anyway, that's my ramble. I have my hemp, I have my chanter working, and you guys have all heard the drones. I might change out the drone reeds to just balance tones, so it's not going to sound any different, just going to be more stable. Plus, I'm out of shape, and right now all of my deep muscles in the middle of my back are hurting. And, well, part of it, I've been smoking way too much. And I was... Now, don't get mad at me because I'm not going to do it. But there's one of the Native American drugs, it's mescaline or something like that, that has a 95% success rate. If you take this mescaline, I'm just calling it mescaline because I can't remember what the actual name of it is. One-time use, 95% success rate on quitting smoking. The only problem is, if I quit smoking, then I'm going to get hungry all the time. And then, right now, I'm not eating as much as I should because I'm trying to save my money so I don't lose everything. And there it is. So here these are the Chinese bagpipes on my drummer bag, which happens to be red. That was an accident. I didn't even think about it. And if I play my pipes, my great pipes for you guys, I'm not trying to demonstrate any skill. I mean, I'm going to play to the best of my ability, but it's not about skill. It won't be with this chanter, I can tell you that much. Once I get these sets, usually it takes a couple weeks to get bagpipes for me to settle in, to play the way I want them to. And then after that, they kind of settle into their own thing. These are brand new set of pipes. I can guarantee I'm the only person that ever played them. They still got their assembly numbers on them. And I still need to post pictures of the drones on that one website, and I forgot the name of the website. So anyway, there's a website that has pictures that identify all the different brands of bagpipes and stuff like that have ever been made. I don't know if they would accept these pictures, but they are fully functioning bagpipes, and they're actually well made, and the ferrules, the slides, and the mounts, and everything is really nicely done. It's so Art Deco, it's not funny. And the profile, I know, is copied off somebody else's pipes. It's just they got the bores wrong. And so they pitch so low that they could never fit in with a modern pipe band or anything like that. And I can guarantee there isn't a judge that, unless it was played by somebody who really, really, really knows how to play pipes, if they played these pipes or had like a week or two to get used to these pipes and the tuning, and had the resources to have a custom-made chanter made for these, with that tuning that works with these drones at traditional settings. I mean positions, everything like that. That they would be so low pitched that nobody would want to play them. But it would be pretty awesome. You know, when I win the lottery, I'm gonna find somebody to make me a chanter that works with these, because you know it's just a number. And that's that. So, thanks for watching. This is the t-shirt I got for doing the heavy sports at the Bakersfield Highland Games. And I actually got a trophy because I took a position. I can't find my trophy, as a matter of fact. I think it's in my mom's storage out in California. I could keep going forever. Things are going good. I got my appointment tomorrow for my footsie. And, I have a story about my excursion that I might post. But like a dummy, I got so busy participating in what I was doing, I didn't get any pictures. So, which is kind of dumb, because everybody wants to see everything on social media. And, I have some pictures, but not of my excursion and what we did together. But it was pretty cool. I thought I broke it, my excursion, and so I had to do some YouTubing this morning to figure out how to fix this, and then, when I found out what was wrong and how to fix it, I felt kind of stupid. But I said thank you to the guy that posted the information that helped me out to make sure that there was nothing wrong with my excursion. My excursion is 1,000% A-OK. So, this isn't the fake one. I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks for watching. I'm not trying to bait you guys along. It's just these pipes have turned out to be not a bigger challenge than I can handle, but they've been sitting for years, okay? And my drone reeds that I'm using for them are old, but I found another mixed set of drone reeds, and then we'll be able to get the show on the road. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate everybody that tunes in. There it is, and have a good night, or a good day, or whatever the case may be. Bye.